Have you ever wondered how to handle a case when you're up against a litigant in person? In this clip, we're breaking down how to stay professional, helpful, and effective. And if you're new here, we share advocacy tips, mooting advice, and insights for aspiring lawyers. So don't forget to hit that subscribe for more.
Do you have any specific tips for opposing or trying to persuade a litigant in person?
Right, I see. So when you're up against a litigant in person.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the reality is your job doesn't really, if you're against them, your job doesn't change. I think be as helpful as you possibly can because, you think about it. If you were speaking to your, oppo beforehand, afterwards, you talk about, we can agree this, what's your view on this, what you're doing here. So, you can still be helpful to them and, point them in the right direction of any authorities, what have you. So, it's going to help the proceedings anyway. You're not pulling the wool over your opponent's eyes or anything like that. So be as helpful as you can to them.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to your submissions, your job is the same. You're doing exactly the same. What I would say is, maybe things that would be taken for granted in legal arguments, when you've got a legally qualified opponent and a judge, you might need to just explain certain things a little bit more in detail, break it down, avoid some jargon or explain the jargon. So just break your submissions down a little bit in that regard. But, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter whether your opponent is self-represented or legally represented. Your job is to do the best for your client. So, don't get away from that fact.
No, definitely not. I would agree. And I think my thoughts in reading that question, you think you've pretty much just answered it. But I was thinking, stay respectful, treat them with respect just as much as you would with a qualified opponent, as you say, John.
Yeah.
It'd be, very easy to think you can just talk in jargon when they don't understand, look your nose and at them or think, I can take advantage of them here, but would never be the right approach. And I think it probably would be quite harmful to you as well, because the judge would know you're doing that and know that this litigant person probably doesn't understand what you're saying. And human nature, I think, is, to root for the underdog a little bit. So if the judge can see, you're not treating this person with respect, it's probably going to turn them against you. And it's very similar, isn't it, to in the criminal law? If you treated your witnesses like that, or you treated the defendant like that, if you're prosecuting, the jury are going to be like, why are they talking to him like this? Why are they treating him like this? And it turns them against you. So litigants in person, just as John says, help them as much as you can. Obviously never losing sight of that you are on opposing sides, but just how you would treat a qualified opponent, a litigant in person should be treated exactly the same.
This video is brought to you by Speed Mooting. We are an organisation that help aspiring and junior lawyers. We run online and in-person advocacy and mooting competitions. We do online advocacy and public speaking training, and we run lots of other events to assist people on their legal journey. To learn more, visit our website, speedmooting.com.